Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we're going to be looking at graphs of inequalities on a number line, and we're going to be writing a number statement that represents the solution shown on the number line. What does that mean? Well, it's simple. We have a graph. On this graph we have shaded in a bunch of numbers, and we're going to write a number statement using inequality symbol to demonstrate what is being shaded. Okay, so let's see what's being shaded. We have a closed circle on -2. That means -2 is included, right? Okay. So anything that is -2 and greater than -2 is part of our solution. Okay. Notice the arrow represent any number that is even greater than 5. So 6, 7, 8, all of those numbers are part of our solution set. So we need a variable, right? We need a variable to represent the number that are being shaded. And why don't we pick n? You can choose x to be a variable, but let's choose n to be all the numbers that are being shaded on a number line. So we know it's greater than or equal to -2, right? -2 is part of the solution set. So n being all the numbers shaded on the number line, it's greater than or equal to -2. That's it. It's that simple. Okay? Again, understand that we're starting at -2. -2 is included. That's why we have the greater than or equal to -2. Okay. Take a look at example 2. Very similar to example 1, right? The difference between example 1 and example 2. What's the difference? Here you have a closed circle and you have an open circle. Essentially the same thing. In example 1, -2 is included, but in example 2, -2 is not included. So again, the number that are being shaded on the number line are greater than -2. Okay, let's go down. We have example 3 and example 4. So why don't you pause the video for a minute or two? Try example 3 and example 4. Okay, so if you tried example 3 and you said, well, 1 is included on the number line, so let's pick all the number including 1, right? All the number that are less than or equal to 1. So how are we going to show that? Let's use the less than symbol. All the number that are less than or equal to 1. So that's right. Now if you got stuck at number 4, it's not your fault. What's missing here? When I was creating this document, I forgot to put the open circle or closed circle. So why don't we keep it open this time, right? We're not gonna, so that's my fault. Let's just keep it open circle. Which means -3 is not part of the set. Well, actually it's 3. So 3 is not part of the set, right? So let's choose n and represent all the number on our number line. Okay? All the numbers are less than 3. That's what it is. Okay. So let's go down to number 5 and 6. So for number 5 and 6, there's an open circle at 1, which means the number 1 is not included, right? So we want all the numbers that are greater than 1. But 1 is not included, so I cannot include 1. In example number 6, we want all the numbers that are greater than -4. So again, only the greater than sign, not the equal to. So n is greater than -4. Okay, great job. Let's go on to the next page. So we're on page 4 now, and we're going to be writing one variable inequalities from context. So basically we're going to be looking at a situation, and we're going to be writing an inequality, and then we're going to be graphing it. We need to define a variable. So in example 1, our variable is already defined. So let's take a look at example number 1. So in example 1, we have a situation. To serve as the President of the United States, you must be at least 35 years old. Think about this. You have to be at least 35 years old to serve as the President of the United States. Which means, let's say if A is the age in years, so that's our variable, right? We're choosing A as an age in years. So A, the age has to be at least 35. So does that mean 36? If you're 36 years of age or 37, then you can serve as a president, right? But also, what if you're only 35? Can you serve as a president? Yeah, because it says at least 35. So that means the age, A, has to be greater than or equal to 35. Again, when we're using at least 35, that means A has to be at least 35, which also means it could be 35 or more, right? So here is 35. 35 is included. Okay, 35 is included. And we're going to shade in all the ages, possible ages, greater than 35. This is our solution set. So I was curious to find out who was the youngest president of the United States, and came across Wikipedia table. It seems like Theodore Roosevelt was the youngest president. At age 42, he became the president. And the oldest president is Donald Trump. I think so. Number 45, so I don't know. Maybe that's not the age. Nope. 40, 57. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so he is the oldest president. Anyway, going back to math. Okay, so back to example 2. At the amusement park, only children less than 36 inches tall may use the kiddie cars. So that means less than 36 inches tall. We need a variable. Now look again. They gave us a variable. H for height in inches. So the height of children has to be less than 36 inches to use the kiddie cars. So here's 35. 36 is somewhere over here. So let's say that's 36. Okay. It is less than, so open circle at 36. And let's shade anything less than 36. Okay. Well, actually, we can't go to 0, so it can't be 0. So between, we're talking about real life, right? So less than 36 means 36 and 0. I would keep an open circle at 0. I mean, I don't know anybody who is, like my son was 6 inches, he was, how tall was he when he grew up? I mean to say when he was born. I believe it was 19 inches. And my daughter was 19 and a half. So, technically this is the right answer. But I would argue that children must be more than 25, in between 25 and 36. To be safe. Anyway, moving on to number 3. So, to be eligible to vote, your age must be greater than or equal to 18 years. Okay? We need a variable. So, why don't we pick A for age? Okay. So, A is for age. It's really hard to write with a mouse. Okay. And we need to write an inequality showing that A has to be greater than, so A has to be greater than or equal to, okay, so that's a greater than symbol, greater than or equal to 18. So 15, 18 is somewhere over here. We're going to have a closed circle at 18, which means you could be 18 to vote. You can be 18 years of age to vote. And any age that is greater than 18 is good. Alrighty. I think that's it for this page. Let's take a look at the next page. So on page 5, we have 4 more examples. I want you to read those examples, define the variable, write an inequality statement, and then graph that. Okay? So take a minute or two to read those examples, define the variable, write an inequality, and graph them. And then come back to this video to check your answers. Okay, for number 4, the variable that I chose was f. F is equal to, F stands for failing grade. And my inequality, F is less than 60. So if your grade is less than 60, I think we should probably write a compound inequality for this, because if your grade is less than 60, I don't see any case where your grade could be less than 0. The lowest you could get is 0. So 0 is there's a closed circle at 0. Okay. If it's less than 60 or greater than or equal to 0, then you're failing. So for number 5, water will freeze when the temperature is less than or equal to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So the variable that I chose was T for temperature in Fahrenheit. The inequality is T is less than or equal to 32. And notice that I had a closed circle. If you can see that, closed circle at 32. And my arrow is going to the left, showing less than 32. So number 6. At Windsor High School, you will lose credit for a course if you have more than 5 unexcused absences in a semester. So the variable that I defined was U for unexcused absences, and my inequality was U is greater than 5. So open circle at 5 and shading to the right. Okay. Okay, number 7. You will earn a C if your grade is between a 70 and 79. So the variable that I defined was G for the number grade. Now this is going to be in a compound inequality because you want the grade to be between 70 and 79. So let's put 70. Okay. You want the grade to be between 70 and 79. Okay. So here's the grade. Okay. You want the grade to be greater than or equal to 70 and less than or equal to 79. So that's between 70 and 79. Okay. So let's say we have a 70, a closed circle at 70. Because you could technically get a 70 and then your grade still would be C. Anywhere between 70 and 79. So a closed circle at 79. So this is a compound inequality showing that your grade will be C if it's between 70 or 79. Alright, great. So I hope this video helped you. Okay, we're going to have a homework on this assignment. Take a look at the Google Classroom for a homework assignment. Thank you.